everybody, and welcome back to
Keith
and Craig's
Crazy Craft Corner. What are we doing today, Keith?
Today we are going to do the second part of our packing tape ghost video. Previously we did
spooky.
the heads and hats, and now we're going to do the bodies. So stay tuned. So we're back, and well, first of all, speaking of if you're interested, we have these beautiful new t-shirts, okay so, which is really hard not to say so or okay when you're talking about crafting, and our so-called expert shirt, which is beautiful on you.
Thank you.
And such a good description.
So, okay, let's go on.
We are going to do our packing tape ghost figures. If you saw our last video, then you know that what we're making is basically the Halloween packing tape ghost. This is the female that we made, and we made this female using this dress dummy. And we're going to do another one now with our other dress dummy.
Hey.
We're going to make a male ghost. Our last video, if you watched, we made a top hat and a head for the ghost. And so we're going to do a male version to go with our female version to hang in the trees, like a haunted mansion kind of, where they're kind of dancing is what it's going to look like.
And if you don't have a dress dummy, dress mannequin, or just a regular mannequin, store-bought mannequin, but you have an extra person, there's your form right there.
Yeah, so we're going to do this to Craig. Craig is going to be our male model, our male packing tape ghost model. So we're going to get started on that. We'll talk about how we are going to do this as we're doing it. So hang on.
Don't say it. Don't say so.
I am totally
Just
about to
say.
say so. So.
All right. All right, we're going to get started now, and I'm going to unmic because we don't want you guys to hear all the package tape and the crinkling, although it might be a good ASMR video, that thing where they talk very quietly and they make the different sounds, and it's supposed to be really soothing, but it's really annoying as hell.
I have no idea what you're saying right now.
Oh, some people out there will probably know that. I think it's ASMR. I can't remember what it stands for. But it's like...
I know what MSRP is.
That's totally different.
Okay.
That's totally different. So I'm going to unmic because Keith's going to do all the talking, and I'm just going to stand here and be dress dummy.
Oh, this is my dream video. All right, so what I'm going to do here... That's all right. But I still have to say so.
But you've said it 3 more times since then.
Okay. I'm going to take this...
Shower curtain.
No, it's not shower curtain. It's a plastic drop cloth material that you can get on Amazon or any place. Anytime we have supplies in these videos, all you have to do is check down below in the description. We put all of our Amazon links to the supplies into that description. Same with the merchandise, the shirts, everything goes into that description. So if you would like to purchase any of these items on your own, I'm pretty thrifty at finding the cheapest that you can get on Amazon, the best values, so it's usually a good bet to go with whatever it is I've linked. So we're going to take this, and the way this is going to work is we're going to wrap this around Craig, although I think I'm going to do it like a poncho.
I was going to say,
yeah.
poncho might be easier.
So I want to...
Where's the center?
And children, do not try this at home. These are not toys. If Craig is not in the next video... I like that you immediately punched a hole in there. You're like, I'm not taking any chances.
Done.
So we're gonna put this around him kind of like a poncho. All right. And now the way we're gonna do this is we're doing arms as well for the male figure. Now we haven't done arms on the female figures, but we figured that the males will be holding, probably like at the waist or the hip or whatever to turn around. So I think that we want to put another hole here because we're going to do the arms as a separate piece.
All right.
Yeah, it's too hard to do them all as one piece.
So give me a hole right
Yeah,
about
so just
there.
Stick there you go.
Stick my muscular biceps through.
Stick your muscular finger through that hole. All right, turn this way. Okay. So you can get this little one in there. Right out there.
There.
Oh, Craig, flex those fingers. There you go. All right. So that's in there. Now, something I would recommend if you're going to do this, wear probably a t-shirt that you don't care that much about. What I'm going to do is, turn this way. For our cutting line, I'm going to put a piece of tape here first, a couple of different pieces.
I'm doing that.
To kind of give it a place for me to cut. And so I'm going to put those pieces down first, and then when I do the next wrap, I'm going to kind of put a 2-finger in between the wrap to give it a little bit of a gap there, so that when it comes time, I can get my scissors up here. I'm not going to do a lot of talking during this because we just want to be able to fast forward through all this, and you can just kind of see. It's pretty self-explanatory what's about to happen. If you watch the Heads and Hats video, it's basically the exact same thing. You're just doing 3 or 4 layers of tape. You're just going to make sure that you cover every single spot. You don't want to leave any of the plastic wrap showing through. And then when we get done with all the taping, we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about how to get it off of Craig. We're about halfway done with Craig right now. And a couple of things. This is the first time I've ever done this on a human. Usually I use just, dressing dummies. So it's kind of interesting. Some of the things that we're kind of running into is, first of all, it's very uncomfortable since we're just friends.
Not anymore.
Just sometimes having to rub my hand over Craig's body, trying to push the tape down. It actually started to feel a little bit awkward. So I was like, okay, from now on, Craig, you flatten the front and I'll flatten the back. So, and then the other thing we're kind of running into is the arms, because of the fact that we want to do our arms in a dancing pose. I'm trying to kind of, I'm trying to kind of keep it a little looser down here. Because if I make it too tight, he can't move his arms without moving all of this as well. So I'm keeping it a little looser down here, and what we'll probably do is go back after we take it off of him and do the same thing we were going to do on the neck and just wrap some pieces around it after it's off the body form.
And then do an overlap of the pieces when we put it together.
Yeah. And so the other thing that we've kind of figured out is obviously from here down is you can just go in circles, just until you get dizzy. You can just wrap around Craig with the tape. Once we get up to this area, we have to use smaller and smaller pieces of tape, mostly to keep with the curve, and because his shoulders are here, we're not going all the way around the shoulders. So you'll notice as I'm doing this that I'm doing smaller pieces up here. I usually do across against the body form. So almost like if you were wearing a harness or something, you would have tape going this way. So I do the tapes this way first. Then I start to fill them in this way. And then my last layer of tape will be straight up and down. And that kind of gives it a weave, so to speak, and it kind of thickens up the integrity of the packing tape and the plastic underneath. So
it's like plywood, how you got one layer going this way and one layer going that way to get more strength. Doing the same thing. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing. But other than that, I think it's actually kind of fun. Taping Craig. I'm sure Craig's loving every minute of it. So it is like a corset. I gotta say this. Yeah. Not that I've ever worn a corset before, but this is what I assume a corset feels like. Because do you have a little more respect for those of us that wear corsets now? I can't move hardly, and it's hard to take deep breaths. Yeah. So now you have a little bit more respect for us, huh? I always had respect. So, all right, so I'm just gonna keep going. We've probably got at least another couple of layers to do here and here. So we're gonna keep going on that. More tape. More tape. I'm gonna go around again, unless you want to turn. I'll turn. Okay, turn. Slower, slower, slower. We finally finished taping him, so I think we have enough layers on here. It's a little hard to tell on him, but he can't breathe anymore, so we got to take this thing off of him. He's finally learning what it's like to wear a corset. So we're going to turn him around, and basically what I'm going to do is I got a new pair of scissors that hopefully will cut a little better. I'm going to I had put
a couple of pieces of tape down here to start with to kind of give this a little bit of a backbone, so to speak. So we're just going to start there. I'm going to cut up his skirt. Does kind of look like you have a tutu on right now.
I do.
Yeah.
That's so pretty.
So just be really careful because obviously you don't want to cut his real clothing.
Or me.
Especially these new spiffy t-shirts.
Or me.
Or, yeah, well, you'll heal.
Oh.
All right, so I'm just taking my scissors. I'm kind of putting my hand back there because I want to make sure that I'm not getting his shirt in this while I'm cutting.
I'm sucking it in as well.
And these scissors are actually pretty good scissors, so they're cutting pretty well. And I'm just taking it slow again because I don't want to cut the shirt. Oh, I kind of went crooked. All right, so it's not going to be a straight line. I don't know how I just got off so far. Oh well.
It doesn't really have to be a straight line.
Nah, because it doesn't really have to be a straight line.
This makes it easier when you're putting the tape on.
Yeah, I know, but my perfectionist mind right now is looking at it going, wow, I really cut that crooked.
Oh, I can breathe now.
Yeah, we're almost to the top. And there you go. And so now, I think we can just pull this off.
It's like a reverse
now.
vest.
Dun, da, da.
Cool.
And so now, see, I don't know if you can see how crooked I got that. It's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, that is
Yeah,
perfect.
it'll tape back. So now we just go in and we're gonna do like we did on the head. If you watched the head and hats video, we're just gonna reinforce this with tape on the outside and the inside and tape it back together. For this, you do need a partner or something that you can use to keep, because something has to put pressure on the back while you're putting the tape down. So we're gonna do that.
And will we get rid of this?
Yeah, we'll probably cut all that off.
Okay.
We reinforce this bottom piece here, and that kind of helps give you a bottom edge for your ghost. Now with the female ghost, I would leave this on because it's just part of their skirt, their flowy skirt part. Because we're doing the male ghost with a cape, opera cape.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna do an opera cape on the male. So we'll get rid of this part, I think. I don't know if it needs to be there. Although, honestly.
If it's a little bit shorter, it might
look
look
bad.
okay. Just
Yeah.
even it up a little bit, maybe.
Maybe.
Or not.
Yeah, 'cause,
I wouldn't even even it up.
No, because it's a ghost.
Yeah.
They're not that concerned with their appearance.
That's true.
Yeah. And once
So I've heard. I don't know.
once we put the opera coat on the back, the opera coat's going to be really long and flowy. So this may just look like the bottom of a doublet, basically.
Yeah, okay.
So that I don't know. That's a personal choice. That's a choice you're going to have to make on your own if you want to leave that. And we'll leave it on for now. And I don't know, maybe we'll decide we don't want it later.
Once we hang it up, put it all together.
Yeah, it's easy enough to cut these and change them. That's a good thing about the packing tape is anything you cut, you can just retape and it's a whole new piece again. So, all right, so we're gonna sit down to do that because Craig is tired of standing straight. So we're gonna do that now.
Okay.
And you really do need a second person to do these. I have done all the other ones by myself, but it basically requires me taking off my shoes and using my feet and my legs and my hands.
Kind of like a monkey?
I am. Yes, anyone will tell you I have monkey toes.
Whoa.
I could hang from a tree with my toes
That's just weird.
if I needed to.
That's just weird.
Is it weird or is it evolution?
That's weird.
No, I think it's like a
Evolutionary hangover, hold back, throwback.
what?
Evolutionary.
Evolution. I thought you
Throwback.
said aborigination.
No.
Like what?
Evolutionary.
An evolutionary home, or is it a jump forward?
That's a jump backwards because we're out of the trees now.
We're out of the trees,
Put more tape on.
but I can operate several computer items at a time using my feet.
Can you operate your iPhone using your feet?
Oh yeah.
Really?
If my iPhone recognized my big toe as a fingerprint.
That's just weird.
Again, I don't know if it's weird or if I am a step forward in the evolutionary chain.
Okay.
I'm like an X-Man.
Except you're a woman. You're an
Well,
X
they're
person.
still X-Men.
You're an X person.
They are still X-Men. Even the women are X-Men. It's like a police officer. Women are police officers. They're
Right.
called police officers.
Right, but officer is non.
So is X-Men.
No, because it's got the
X-Men.
word men in it.
It's got the word men in it, but X-Men is the name of the group. Just because it says men doesn't mean that it's only men. It's just a
I know
word.
that. I know that.
So this is pretty much Craig. You've got a lick of ink light right here.
I do.
Did you know that?
I do.
So now you know what, Craig, what do you think? That's you.
That's me. Wow, you can tell I have a donut gut for
Oh,
sure.
whatever. Yes,
COVID
you're
donut
horrible.
gut.
You're
My
hideous.
COVID
You're
donut
hideous.
gut.
No one would ever be with you. What?
Oh, there's a dent. That was just a dent.
Well, okay.
I haven't been cleaved in the chest.
I think you're a little too critical of yourself, Craig.
There, okay.
And don't forget, you're a ghost here.
I'm a ghost.
You know, you've had a hard life.
I'm what? I'm what's that word? Diaphanous.
Oh, did we learn that in the last
We
video?
learned that in the hat and head video.
And I forgot it.
I
'cause
know.
It's a big word.
It is.
And words are hard. Okay, so we're gonna stop
Set
at
this
this.
aside.
This is done, and then our next thing is gonna be doing Craig's
Arms.
which I've never done arms before.
So this is gonna be fun.
This is gonna it's gonna be something.
Maybe. I don't know if it's gonna be fun, but it'll be something.
As long as we make sure we cover all of his arm with plastic,
Yes.
because otherwise that is
That.
gonna be one painful removal.
Yes.
All right, well, let's get started on that.
Okay, wrap me up.
All right. We're back, and we are going to start on the arm, which Craig is obviously much prouder of his arms than he was of his
I am. I am.
torso.
So this is all you need for the arm, and we just cut this off of the piece that we started with.
Mm-hmm.
So there's plenty of scrap from just one of those little drop cloths to do both arms, and if you really wanted to do legs, you could probably do legs too.
Well, that same drop cloth also did the head and did the hat. And,
Oh, did it?
Yeah. And
Oh,
we
wow.
still have this much left.
Yes.
So, yeah, these things go for a long time. You don't need a whole bunch of them if you're just doing one or two. We kind of measured this ahead of time just to make sure that it was going to fit. And I wanted to leave it a little bit longer here just in case, because, again, it's going to gather up once we start putting stuff on it. But I think we pulled it up on his shoulder. I think if we put the first piece of tape right here under his arm, that's going to keep that in place. We'll put our piece of tape here, and that should keep that in place. And then if we leave all of this, just do the tape to here and leave all of this as just the drop cloth, it's going to be, I think, easier to attach this to the inside. So we'll put the arm through the armhole, pull this up, and attach this to the inside of the man form.
It's like little tabs when you're gluing together, your cutout things when you were a kid. They have the little tabs that were left over and you glue it on top.
So my concern is, having never done an arm before, my only concern with this is when it comes time to cut it off of you. That
It's just skin.
that I'm not worried about your skin. I'm worried about the hair on your arms, that you don't end up with a hairless line
It'll grow back.
all the way up.
It'll grow back.
All right, so use your other hand and
I've got it.
hold that.
I've got it.
You got that?
Yeah.
Okay, then use your other hand and hold that underneath. There you go. All right, so let's just get started on this.
Well, I guess I don't have it.
You don't.
I thought I had that piece.
Yeah, that's
Give me
what
that.
you get.
Give me that piece.
Got all coffee, didn't you?
There you go.
All right, so we're just gonna go for this. I'm just gonna start wrapping. We'll probably speed this up, and then if we run into any problems that we feel like we need to talk about, we'll let you know. But I think this is pretty straightforward. So other than Craig, like, slowly.
Stop talking and start rapping. My arm's getting tired.
I know. All right, here we go. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm actually really nervous about this. So, okay. I wonder, I should do from the bottom. Do you think there's less hair right on the inside of your arm? It'd probably be better to do it from the inside.
Well, and then
right?
the seam won't be seen
as much.
I mean,
Okay.
you really can't see the seam anyways.
I'm just really nervous about this. Did I leave enough room?
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. Just don't push it any further. You're gonna stab me.
Why did you wince?
Because I can feel the scissors. Go. Just keep going. Ow! That's my hair.
See, this is what I'm worried about though, is I'm gonna leave a line of, You're grabbing my boob right now.
I'm not.
Dude.
Ow! That hurt.
All right, so.
Let me do it.
Okay.
If I can.
Can you do it
I
left-handed?
don't know. I think you just need, see,
Is it too tight?
It's the point of the scissors is poking. So if you happen to have medical scissors with a rounded end.
We do have medical scissors.
Get medical scissors.
Medical scissors.
Because I think that's what's getting me, is the end is poking me. It's not it's not the actual cutting, it's you're poking me.
Oh, okay.
And that's what's hurting. Because even when I see how it's pushing my skin away.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it's poking
All right,
me.
I'll go get some medical scissors.
So medical scissors
We're
would
going
be
to take a short break. So anyways, we got these medical scissors, and we still tried to go up this way a little bit, and it wasn't working for us. So what we tried doing instead was going down this direction, and this actually seems to be working better for us. We have learned, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Try to not flex, try and relax your arm so that it's not so taut.
Well, if I do that, I don't know.
Does it hurt? Let me know if it hurts.
I'll yell.
It seems to be going smoother this way. Either that or
I think it's just
Craig's about to pass out,
it's just tighter over on this side.
He doesn't feel the pain anymore. I'm gonna try and meet that spot.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
And let's see how that works.
Almost.
We're almost there. Ah, there you go. You're out.
And only a few pieces of skin missing.
No, there's only a little bit of hair gone.
Oh, no, right there.
Well, you did that to yourself.
I know. That was
He stabbed himself with scissors, so that is not me. All right, so that's off. Now, here's what we have decided we're doing for the next arm. Lesson learned. We're going to get a piece of rope, a thick rope, like a, what is that? Half-inch rope? Sure.
3/8.
We're going to put it on the inside first and tape around that so that when we can cut on the side of the rope. It won't be as tight to his skin. So let's go ahead and do the other arm first before we put this together.
Okay.
That way we can do everything at once. So I'm going to go get some rope, and then we will be back. And Craig's going to put some salve on his arm.
Owie. Do you have any Bactine?
Bactine.
I'll be fine.
Aww.
I'll be fine.
You took it like a man, though. That's good. Like a X-Man.
Go get the rope.
We ended up so we just put a little piece of plastic here, and then taped the rope to it here, and then I just taped it to his shirt on the top because it's not going to hurt the shirt.
And I'll just hold it.
And then he'll hold it there until we get the plastic and get it wrapped. So this way, our thought is that when it comes time to cut, we can cut along the side of the rope here as opposed to Craig's flesh. We're done wrapping. So now we are going to test our scissor theory with our rope. I'm just going to try it first with the regular scissors again, and if it becomes too painful or Craig winces or screams, then we will go back to the surgical scissors. But we wanted to try it with the regular scissors first because a lot of people aren't going to have surgical scissors at home. So, all right, you ready?
Why do you have surgical scissors?
My mother is a surgical nurse.
Oh, well, there you go. So far, so good.
I know. I'm so nervous.
Ow!
I'm really nervous doing that.
Yes, you're not pinching my skin.
Is it not pinching?
All. Nope.
Okay. It's not poking, though?
Not poking, not pinching.
Now the elbow is going to be interesting, though,
Yeah.
to get around.
I can feel it a little bit, but I think if you just take it smaller. No,
I'm only going like a half an inch at a time
good.
now.
I don't feel it. Just that one spot.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I just got to be careful not to cut your shirt.
Yeah, so
I think I
start
may
from
come
the
in from
top.
the top,
Yeah.
yeah, on that one. Get it to there. Okay.
Can I put my arm down a little bit?
Not really.
No?
No.
Well, you
'cause-
know what? Hang on a second. Try and pull.
Just pull it.
Yeah, try it.
Oh, look at there.
Hey, look at that.
Woohoo! And now we have two arms.
Two arms.
Two.
Two.
Yeah. There you go.
So that worked.
That worked. That
Yay,
was.
that was not painful at all.
Welcome to learning how to wrap someone in packing tape with Key and Craig.
101.
101 with Key and Craig. And look at this beautiful arm this one made, because I may have wrapped it a little thicker on this one than I did on the other one.
I think you did. I think you went 4 or 5.
Yeah, I
times
think
instead
I
of
did
just 3.
too. And this is a damn good looking arm.
You could beat somebody with that arm.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem.
That's a damn good looking arm. All right, so we just need to tape those arms together now. And
Which is just the same way you type the body.
yeah.
Put a couple pieces crosswise to get it so that they're
No, they're about the
They're
same.
about the same?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
about the same. I
crosswise
think
just to
that
hold
one's
it in
just better
place.
because the line
the
is
line?
straight. Yeah,
Oh,
as
okay.
opposed to my
Wonky arm.
having. Hey, if someone hadn't been crying in pain,
wasn't
this would
crying.
not have been a wonky arm.
I was wincing and I didn't cry. There were no
when
tears.
we turned off the camera, oh my God, you should have.
Shush.
All right,
My
so
arm.
so we're gonna tape these together, and then after we tape these together, we're gonna try putting them on our body form.
Try? There is no try. Only do.
Yes, Master Yoda. We
Let's
will
go.
be putting these on our body. Yes. All right. So we have all our pieces now. We have 2 arms. We have our torso, and we have our head and our hat. So we are going to go about affixing these together.
Let's. Now I have a tab.
Tab.
Tab. Prefer Diet Coke.
I prefer Fresca.
Fresca.
Fresca, that cool, refreshing grapefruit drink.
How about a Fanta?
No, I had a professor in
Fanta.
college. He was the, he was like
Have a piece of
American
tape, please?
history. Okay. He was like the American history professor.
Yes.
And every single day he had a Fresca
A Fresca.
in
huh?
class, yeah.
Really?
And he was really cute.
Is that what made him
And for
cute?
some reason, I started drinking Fresca.
Oh, because you wanted to bond with him.
And
you
now,
wanted to be noticed by him.
that's when I was young. That was the first time I went to college.
Too long. But
Yeah.
that's okay.
Oh, what do we?
I don't know what you're doing with
I'm
that.
talking about Fresca. I don't know what you're doing.
You're being distracted by
I
your
am by my cute,
reminiscing of your cute
my
history
cute
professor.
history professor who drinks Fresca.
Maybe I need to start
You should
drinking
maybe you should
Fresca.
drink Fresca. It just makes you seem cool and mysterious, and grapefruity.
And grapefruity?
Yeah, it's a grapefruit flavored drink.
Oh, okay. I don't think I remember.
People from Fresca are going to be like, please don't help us.
Does that even exist? Still?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's hard to find though. But we have
I
some.
was
I have 3 gallon
Give me
liters
some
or
shorter pieces.
2 gallon liters.
Liters?
Wait, no. What are the
Yeah, liters.
bottles? Is that what
well,
they are?
you can't say a 2 gallon liter because that's 2 different forms of measurement.
I could say it.
You can say
just
it,
may
it
not
won't make
be
any
right.
sense. How about a 2-liter bottle?
A 2 liter. That's what I'm trying to say. I have 3 2-liter bottles of Fresca in my kitchen right now.
Okay.
Because also Fresca is 0 calories.
Oh, that's good to know.
So if you're dieting,
Which
it's
I'm going to start doing
refreshing.
pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Craig was like,
Give me some
I
small
didn't need to
pieces."
diet until I saw myself wrapped in packing tape.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been on a Danny Elfman kick lately. Danny Elfman, we love you, by the way.
I just heard him on the radio the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's got a new album out, I think.
That's what I heard that, and he's going and doing the live Nightmare Before Christmas
He's doing it
thing.
at a stadium this year.
Yes.
Because it
'Cause
sells
it's
out
well,
every
it's-
time at
it-
the...
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and it's outside too,
Yeah.
so I think they did that for COVID
Yeah.
reasons as well.
Well, Danny actually, he loves doing the show. Well, the Starlight Bowl's outside too, though.
oh, is that where?
Yeah,
it
or the
normally
Hollywood
is?
Bowl. Hollywood Bowl, yeah. Danny loves doing that show, though. Yeah, he really loves doing that show. We are fortunate to somewhat be friends with Danny
Well,
Elfman.
you are. I don't know him. I've
He
never
doesn't
met him.
know, but me and my boyfriend are fortunate enough to be somewhat friends with Danny, and
So I'm
we
what,
get
1 degree of
you're
separation?
1 degree of separation. So we get to go to when he does the Hollywood Bowl Nightmare Before Christmas. We get to go to that, and then we get to go to like the after party
Aw, cool.
afterwards and stuff, which is really great. And
Ooh, this is
Danny
coming
used
apart.
to have big Halloween parties at his house every year, and we got to go to a couple of those and a couple of Christmas parties. And he always themes his Christmas parties weird. So the year that we went to his Christmas party, it was a Western theme, which was a lot of
Christmas.
fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Okay.
So
It's a Western Christmas.
so anyway, so I've kind of gotten partial to the last couple of things we've done have all been Danny Elfman things. So we did Beetlejuice, we did Nightmare Before Christmas. This Halloween we're doing
Danny
the
Elfman was
Crypt
Beetlejuice?
Crypt Keeper. He did the music to
Oh,
Beetlejuice. That
oh.
was like one of the first soundtracks he ever did. He did the music for
I didn't realize.
the Crypt Keeper, Tales from the Crypt on HBO, the HBO series.
Oh, I
They
haven't
did the
seen
music
that.
for that.
I haven't
And
seen
that's
that.
what
The
we're
new
doing.
one? The new one?
Well, it's
Or
not
the old
new.
one?
It's in the 90s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, so I saw that one, but they're doing a reboot of it.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I
I don't
thought.
know if Danny's doing the music for that or not. But so anyways, so we've kind of gone with the Danny Elfman theme the last like 3 or 4 times we've done something. So we have our head, we have our hat, we have our arms. So we're going to attach the head and the hat to the body. But first, we're going to run some fishing wire up through the head and out, and then through the hat and out. And this is the wire that will be used to hang from the tree. Now, the way I do it is I put a little bead at the bottom, tie the wire onto the bead, and the bead gives it a little extra space so it doesn't tear through or cut through the head. So we're just going to do that real quick. We'll cut a little tiny little hole.
All right, so now that's done. Now it is ready to
looks
attach.
good.
Now it is ready to attach to the body. So
All right.
you can't do this before you attach the head and the hat to the body. Otherwise, it will be very hard to reach up all the way through the body.
I am very excited about this right now.
So
This
now
is looking
we
good.
got this guy, and he's going to get tap in there.
Now, Craig originally wanted to put this on the outside, but the way I've always done it is on the inside and then tape it. He was afraid it was going to make the head tilt if you put it on the inside, but the pressure is going to be here, so it's going to be pulling the head up no matter what. So I prefer it on the inside. I just think it's a cleaner look. But he did do I don't know if we can turn this around. He did do the back
A little tab.
with a little tab and a piece on the outside here, and then taped it.
just to give it something to sit on.
Yeah.
It's not going to slip in completely.
And I think
just until we get it taped. That's just more of a until we get it taped kind of thing.
I think it'll be fine to stay on there. I think
Yeah.
it'll be fine to stay this way.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. We weren't going to undo it. But
For putting the
that
head
helps.
on though, you're going to have to get up
I will.
inside of it.
I will.
All right. So this is pretty much our finished project.
And we're not going to attach. Did you say that? We're not going to attach it to her.
Yeah.
Until we go to hang it up, because 1, storage,
Mm-hmm.
and 2, over time, there's only 2 little spots that they're going to be attached to, just at their wrists. And moving it around before putting it up, you might rip it or tear it. Probably not, but it'll get bent
Mine.
and weird.
So hold this up, Craig.
So we'll just
So
wait
this-
until the end.
This is Craig. It looks like Craig.
It does.
It does look like you.
Except-
And here is your mate. And so we'll have it like this with the arms.
We'll do one low and one on the shoulder like this.
Like prom.
Right.
And then they will
They'll spin.
in the wind.
Oh, and then you said you were going to take both of their wires,
Yeah, they're wire strings. I'm going to attach them
and then they're going to go
to each other.
to a main central point, so they're
then
not
hang up.
spinning separately.
Yeah. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's going to
It
look
looks
really
cool.
good with the female ghost. And it's going to be something a little different this year.
And I think I have to make one for myself now.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely only don't try and wrap yourself.
Oh.
Because if I get a call in the middle of the night, I'm trapped in the saran wrap and I can't get out.
Yeah,
then
that
you're
would be
on your
bad.
own.
No, I have a mannequin. I have a dressing mannequin as well for my costumes. So.
right.
His head is kind of turned to the side. He's like
I'm telling you,
a
it's
little
perfect.
jaunty. It's like, I
it's
love it.
jaunty. I love
He's
that
jaunty.
word. Jaunty.
That's the word of the day. Last time it was diaphanous. Today it's jaunty.
Yeah, I may actually use jaunty today. Diaphanous, no.
No.
Jaunty, maybe. So yeah, I'm very happy with the way this turned out. So anyways, look for our upcoming videos. Subscribe, like. The more likes, the higher we are in the searches. We appreciate everything. Check out our merch. Check out our links for products. And thank you all so much for supporting us. We really enjoy doing this. We're having a lot of fun, I think. At least one of us is.
Yes, we're having a lot of fun.
Having a lot of
No,
fun.
I'm
And our
kidding.
mothers really love watching these videos.
Yes, they do.
So we love you, Mom.
Me too.
Yeah, he loves his mom too. All right. Thank you so much.